On June 4th, 1911, hours before her wedding to prominent Montreal banker James Alcott, Eleanor Delacroix disappeared. The final trace? A single ivory glove on the estate's iron staircase, and a torn strip of veil caught in the hedge near the greenhouse. Despite frantic searches, she was never found. The ceremony flowers were left to rot in the pews. Her wedding dress remained untouched on the stand. The manor was shuttered within a year. Decades later, a hidden letter was discovered in the lining of Eleanor's steamer trunk. Dearest C, if this finds you, know that I did not run. I was taken. There are things beneath the house we were never meant to inherit. The letter ends mid-sentence, the ink smeared. Did Eleanor run, or was she silenced? Fiancé James Alcott's debts and suspicious dealings. Eleanor's last journal entry. Tonight it ends, and I begin. The unsent letter to dearest C, hinting at someone who knew more. The train that wasn't scheduled. Its whistle sounded once, and history forgot to record it. June 11th, 1911. 3 days after Eleanor's disappearance. A freight train was said to pass the outskirts of Edson at exactly 3:33 a.m. But according to all surviving logs from the Canadian Northern Railway, no train was scheduled that night. Yet multiple townsfolk heard the whistle. 3 saw the lights, and one elderly station attendant, a Mr. Harlan Cray, claimed he boarded it and met a woman in a torn bridal gown. He died less than a month later. His final words? She's still riding, but not forward. The passenger manifest, found tucked into an old ledger in Delacroix Estate's library. Several names match Eleanor's circle. But 3 names are blacked out with ink so thick it bled through the paper. The station tape, a rumored audio reel from Edson Station's signal desk that clicks back on for 6 seconds exactly at 3:33. Static, then the faint phrase, "Not this way." Ghost timetable clues. A local archivist discovered penciled notes in a retired conductor's log, referencing private run number 43, bride route. No record of this run exists publicly, and every conductor who inherited his role refused to speak of it. The journey. The station was empty, no lanterns lit, no clock ticking. And yet, the train arrived, not with thunder, but with a sigh, as if it had been waiting since before railways were named. The conductor didn't speak. He only held out a single white ticket, unmarked, and pointed toward the second carriage. I boarded. The corridor smelled of cedar, salt, and forgotten ink. Scene. Inside the carriage. Narrator, slightly breathless. The seats were all taken, by no one, but pressed into each cushion was the imprint of sorrow, some still warm. I walked toward the far compartment, where the mirror didn't reflect, it remembered. And there, behind the frost-blurred glass, she sat. Eleanor Delacroix, dress torn at the hem, veil wrapped like mourning over her. The midnight train. A phantom train still roars through the Edson Hills, its conductor long dead, or so they say. Witnesses claim it only appears on nights with no moon. You're listening to Ghostlight, Tales from Alberta's Shadows. The moment Eleanor stepped onto the train, it felt as if the world exhaled her name. There were no conductors, only a velvet satchel nestled on the threshold, warm as memory. Inside, her name was written not in ink, but pressure, as if the paper remembered her weight. A bouquet of peonies sat nearby. They had not wilted. Their petals whispered, boarding now. The carriage was quiet, not empty. Every seat held a shape just beyond recognition. The shadows bent politely as she passed. No one spoke. But the window fogged as she approached, and in the frost a finger traced a question. "Are you leaving or arriving?" She didn't answer. Instead, Eleanor found an open seat beside a mirror that didn't reflect. It recorded. Its surface pulsed faintly, as though it had been waiting years to replay the face now seated beside it. The train jerked once, not forward, inward. She glanced at the brass plaque above her seat. It bore a single phrase, "Fare paid in truth not told." And at that exact moment, 3:33 a.m., the whistle pierced the silence, long, low, full of longing. The peonies vibrated like old letters, and Eleanor closed her journal gently with her left hand. Her right? It had already begun to write without her.